by going to Shift A, light probe, then reflection plane. You want to make sure you position it right. If the 3D cursor was at the world origin, then the plane would be placed at a Z value of 0. And in this demo, that would put it just underneath the ground plane, and that would give us this dark boxy effect. So what we need to do is make a slight adjustment to the position of the plane, so it's just slightly above the surface. And you'll notice that immediately we get the correct results. But this isn't the only issue with reflections in EV. Notice that when rotating the camera to put a small sphere in front of a large sphere, the small one will disappear from the reflection of the large sphere. There's not a lot that can be done about this, so you just need to be aware of the limitations of the rendering engine. Settings to control these types of reflections in EV can be found in the render settings under screen space reflections. Now scrolling up, ambient occlusion and bloom are best used in moderation. They are essentially ways to fake extra lighting effects. Ambient occlusion will darken the areas where objects are close to each other, and bloom will create a bleeding effect where there are high intensity areas of light. If we swap over to cycles, you'll notice that there is no bloom effect. This is typically something that's added afterwards, such as with the compositor, and it's worth keeping in mind that there's also no single method for implementing a bloom effect. Strong bloom effects are usually a dead giveaway in comparison renders between EV and cycles. So if you're going for realism, I might actually suggest leaving it off entirely and adding it afterwards to give yourself more control. But for the sake of having a pretty demonstration scene to show you, I'll leave it on for the time being. Now we're talking about physically based rendering. Roughness is the key to reflection. If you want to create a reflective surface like this, but don't want to bother finding a seamless texture with a decent resolution, then you can do it procedurally with the material nodes. I can show you this if I click on the ground plane and go over to the object node tree in the shader editor. By using a combination of generated textures such as noise, muscraven, or annoy, you can build up a variety of modifiable patterns, which you can then pass to the roughness value of the principal BSDF shader, and this will give you the nice reflective effect. Using those textures is a good way to get these slight imperfections, and we can mix between them to control the influence of each generated texture. And using a map node set to multiply is a good way to control the overall intensity of the effect. Chances are the default color management settings in EV are not going to be perfect for your scene. If you're having trouble balancing the final lighting for the scene, instead of trying to adjust all the light sources, it might be worth taking a look at the color management properties in the render settings. I often find myself increasing the contrast in the look drop-down menu. Again, this is nothing you can't do afterwards in the compositor, but one of the benefits of EV is being able to rapidly prototype different results in real time. Another tip is that the false color option on the view transform will turn the viewport to what's essentially a heat map of light exposure across the scene. Of course, you don't really need this to see what areas of the viewport are the brightest, but it certainly makes the difference more obvious, so you can use this as an extra tool for balancing composition. Alright, now we're going to quickly talk about volumes. A principal volume node can be plugged into the volume input of the world output node in the world node tree to get a foggy atmospheric effect in the scene. Keep in mind that if you have an HDRI plugged in as the world background, then the volume won't affect that, so it might look a little bit strange if you're increasing the density, but the clarity of the reflection stays the same. Again, if you're going for realism, then use volumetrics in moderation. With a slight blue tint, you can simulate the presence of an atmosphere, but with a strong density value and color, the image will start to look more stylized. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that if you're using bloom and emission, you might need to adjust the intensity values of the materials to compensate for the volume. If you want to learn more about using volumetrics to create atmospheric environments in EV, then I did a video about it last year that you might be interested in. And before we close out this video, I just want to briefly mention indirect light bouncing in vapor. We can use something called an avoidance volume to simulate lighting that's bouncing off the surface of other objects. This demo was not made to test those features, but I might cover in another video. In the meantime, if you want to learn more about avoidance volume, there's an excellent video by Q.4 News that explains the settings really well, so I highly recommend watching it. Remember, you can grab this demo file for free from the link in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on social media or join our Discord server to stay up to date. So thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.